So I know that this is an easy opinion to have now after the huge controversies that came about Mr. Beast. But I think there's a real reason why everyone turned on Jimmy so quickly the moment some allegations came out. Even a lot of his close friends. It's almost as if everyone in the back of their mind already had a negative opinion on Mr. Beast, and the moment their opinion wasn't so wrong on social media, they came out to say the same things. It's like, do you ever have someone you just met and you have no reason to hate them yet or have a negative opinion on them, but it's just this gut instinct that says there is something wrong with this person. And then you later come to find out that, yeah, that person is a huge douche and that your deep instincts were right. I think that's what it is with Mr. Beast. Is like, you see that fake ass smile and you wonder to yourself, what is Jimmy hiding, you know? Like, with that fake smile, this dude has got to be hiding some deep, dark shit in his basement. Now, little Jimmy in grade 4, who watches Mr. Beast slop every single day, might be like sitting in a corner right now, about to write some negative comment on this video, saying, did he make a reaction video to Mr. Beast before, Elvin? And yeah, I did. And that's the thing. Before the controversies about Mr. Beast came out, a lot of people that secretly had some sort of disdain on him would be using his face to get clicks. And it's still like that. I'm sure there are people in his videos or people that secretly hate him that are working for him or in his corner who will come out with some negative things about him the moment Mr. Beast isn't dangling money for them. And then little Jimmy is still there in his corner, probably about to write a comment again and dislike the video, saying, well, what bad things did Mr. Beast really do? And I think that's the crux of the whole problem, is that Mr. Beast isn't really even a person. He's a social engineered scheme. That's the whole point of Mr. Beast, is that he made this brand in a way to dodge all the hate. The whole point of Mr. Beast is that it's some soulless thing. Because Mr. Beast does everything in his power to dodge all controversy and not to have a reason for people to hate him in the first place. I can guarantee it that Mr. Beast sits there in his bed every single night with his girlfriend and now I guess his wife, asking him, when can he get it on? And that hasn't been giving her the love and attention that she wants, while Mr. Beast is sitting there in bed thinking of all the possible controversies that could ever come up in his mind, and he's thinking how he can dodge them all. This is why Mr. Beast stumbled on gold when he first started donating money in the first place. He quickly realized that, one, people loved it when you made videos about money. $1,000, $10,000, millions of dollars now. And that too, people love it when you give away money to others. But lastly, three, that giving away money makes it seem like you're a really good person. You can use it as a shield, whether or not you really are at the end of the day. Like, bro, the whole point of Squid Game was that giving away money doesn't make it better that you were acting like gods and using people like Muppets. And on that point, the funniest thing ever is that Mr. Beast came out with a tweet about how he has a pilot living in a $2.5 million jet, and if he doesn't leave for 100 days, he can keep it. And now he has like a cop in a jail, and if he doesn't leave for 100 days, he can keep $500,000. And how he would give someone $500,000 if they can live at the gym until they lose 100 pounds. And like, this shit sounds psychotic, bro. And it makes him seem so mask off and nonchalant about how he was controlling people like puppets to make content. And especially when I was watching the Netflix show he recently came out with, he was literally making people betray each other in their teams to save themselves to give themselves money at the expense of their teammates. And it felt weird as hell watching that because for some 14-year-old, it might seem cool and funny. But at the end of the day, these people have families and lives where they have to work years for this amount of money, where they have to betray themselves instead. That seems messed up if you really think about it. And the thing is that I still watch MrBeast, as you can tell, and follow his content because it's just easy slop content to digest. And he's done that on purpose. MrBeast is like McDonald's of YouTube. Even though you know you're not going to gain anything deep from it, he specifically engineered it like that. It's like Cocomelon, but for a slightly older audience. And in both cases, if you were to do scientific study, I can guarantee that watching MrBeast makes you lose brain cells. Like in both cases, these channels engineer every aspect of every video, including their word choice, colors, length, speed, and everything you can think of to make these kids watch it for a fraction of a second longer. So I have to really ask Jimmy this question. What's the end goal, bro? I was watching The Diary of a CEO, and he was interviewing MrBeast recently, and Jimmy seemed depressed as hell. You can tell the go-lucky happy facade he puts on his videos are so far from reality. He talks about how stressed he is and how having to take care of his channel every day and his many businesses is taking a toll on him, and how he doesn't know when he'll have a break. And not to sound like some trauma psychologist, but it seems like all this stems from his childhood, where he saw himself as an outcast, as someone who didn't fit in at school or with other children. And his mom would question Jimmy on why he wasn't studying and why he didn't want to go to university. And it almost seems like he needed constant way to prove himself to other people and his family, and why he seems to want to push more and more constantly in every video. And that's honestly sad. But I think it's true for MrBeast because there will be no amount of chocolate bars he sells, no amount of businesses he owns, or an amount of views that he can deeply get to satisfy him. Because there will always be more and more for him to prove to himself. And whether or not you think MrBeast is good, you need to see that he's deeply stressed as a person who only finds fulfillment in working 24/7, every waking moment, and putting on this facade, a fake smile for his channel, because even showing a small crack, showing how stressed he is, will turn off the majority of kids that think MrBeast is more than just a corporate shell that he puts on to sell more to young kids. I think this video was a nuanced look, honestly, at MrBeast and Jimmy, and I don't really hate him. I still watch his videos, even though it's slop content that's like a cancer that spreads on YouTube, and he's given away and changed many lives for the better. Regardless, though, if you stuck around this far in the video, I really appreciate you. And if you could leave a like and comment, it would mean a lot, as well as subscribing, so you can be here when I release another video. Anyways, thanks for watching and peace, guys. Catch you guys in the next one.